Ajaje wase, this is Jake on the mic.
Bazanga mwenyewe.
And we are back again with the second episode. Venye nimetoka tu kusema, hatujaenda, we are still here guys. Bazanga, you have anything to say before we start?
For me, it's a good day. What can I say, man? What else can I say?
Perfect, man. Right.
How has your day been so far?
The day is just the day. Same old, nothing new.
How is your week?
You? Kuni, you guys, life has been a bit personal, but we move regardless. How about you, Bazenga? You and your week?
A few wins here and there.
Once I heard about your bike, you guys.
Damn.
Congrats, man.
That's what's up, man.
Maybe you can tell them what happened.
So for the longest time, I've been working on getting my ECU flashed done on my super bike. After a few hiccups, we finally managed to do that, and damn.
That bitch is revving, you guy.
That's some gains, boy.
God damn, congrats, man.
That's what's up. Thanks, G.
Sour. So right now we would be mentioning sponsors if we had any. So if you want to sponsor a child in Africa, we are here, man. We are the children. Don't we look like those guys who, not this white nigga. I look like one of those children who are starving you guys, because I actually am. But ni sawa tu, it is what it is.
Sponsors, come on board, man. Let's grow together.
Kabisa G. Perhaps we can start on the topics of the day.
Why not? Kick it off, man.
Sawa. I was going through social media the other day. We did social media news. I saw a study on how microplastics are affecting us as human beings.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently microplastics have been found in the brains of people who had dementia.
Sheesh.
And shit like that.
Yeah.
So I remember reading about it way before when this whole shit started, that people don't really understand the dangers of microplastics to the human body, because they are so small that they even run through our bloodstream. So now apparently could be the leading cause of ugonjwa wa buruweni, you guys.
So from what I heard and what I was reading also, that's what's causing cancer?
Yes, also cancer.
It's a huge factor in causing cancer as well.
It's a huge factor, man.
Because for me, actually, once I was actually going through an article the other day. I used to normally use my drinking bottle as these easy bottles are quenching in all these plastic ones.
The munyonyi part, you guys.
Exactly, you guys. So then once I read that, I'm like, nah. I moved on to another bottle, like one made out of steel.
You guys, you saw the chupa that Mose has, the one that he had, the blue one. It has those munyonyis, and then it's like you do it like this.
Damn,
that guy was eating those plastics. It had even discolored, you guys. You know it was transparent.
Damn.
Right now, if you go and see it, it's full of dents, you guys.
Man, these things are just like, but you see, one thing is that you can't avoid it.
You can't. That's the thing.
Talk to me about these things. You see the dispensers.
Exactly.
The bottle they use.
Exactly.
So the bottles you go buy off the supermarket shelf, and like, how do you expect to avoid these things unless now you tell me that you're going to get water that's bottling glass bottles and things like that.
Yeah.
But also for those, you can't get them in huge, like you can't get like a 20-liter glass bottle, right?
You cannot. It's impossible. It's
like these guys have made I see that the only way for us to be safe is to have standards, right? For these guys, like for the governments to put standards, like and not standards just for the sake of having standards, but having standards that are really helpful and really make sense to protect us, the consumers on this side.
Yeah.
Because at times you find that standards are just there for the sake of just showing that there are standards.
Mm-hmm.
But when shit hits the fan, it's like
We
it
all,
doesn't make sense. It doesn't help in any way.
I agree, man. And you know what happens is that when in the current world that we are in, plastic is everything, man. I remember these guys trying to. I remember a conversation I was watching on YouTube. This anarchist trying to say that we should stop using plastic forever. We should stop using plastic forever. And also, sorry guys. And also, so we should stop. So it was a clip about about, I think the guys were in the, what is it called, I'm forgetting, walikuwa parliament, pale US, you guy. So the congressman asked this bitch ati, so do you know that the glasses you're wearing are made from plastic, your shoes are made from plastic, what are we going to use as an alternative? And it blew my mind because he's fucking right. Plastic is everything, man. And
But before plastic came out to be, what were people using? Because for me, I remember at home, we used to use glasses like easy vikombe kunywa maji.
yes,
They used to be either made out of glass or steel.
Or steel, exactly.
Right? But now, and also plates for that matter. Remember those plates made out of steel?
Yeah, I remember them.
I don't know. We used to survive before plastic. Come on.
I get your point, but you see, we've become so over dependent on that heat that it reaches a point where it is impossible to come out of that heat.
So it's fine. It's like you telling me that we are over dependent on the internet. We are over dependent on M-Pesa.
It is true.
Things like that, on technology. It's fine, but let's make it. Eventually, these things have their pros and cons.
Mm-hmm.
They're helping us in one way, and they're harmful in another way as well. But for us, you see, that's what I was mentioning, that you're supposed to have like proper standards.
Yeah.
And standards that make sense, not just standards that are there for formality's sake.
Exactly. But you see, that's the thing about legislation, is people will always make rules, but will guys follow? I'm a big skeptic of that shit, man.
You remember in Kenya when we had banned those plastic bags, the black ones?
See, they come nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, but for a long time, what like you wouldn't get them off the streets like that the way you used to.
Yes, it's just recently. But you know, I remember an expose done by KTN. Those guys went to Uganda, bought those plastic bags, those two papers, and then they came with it up to Nairobi and they delivered it to the DCI.
Sure.
But anyway,
but it's not so available the way it used to be. Right?
I agree. And even it's a cause for alarm. It's a cause of alarm that you can unaweza shikwa.
Exactly.
So huwezi tembea nayo tu hivi.
So that's the thing. So you see, listen, if we have laws and rules, not everyone would break them. Right? We have rule breakers, yes, but
straight up,
not everyone would do that. Some guys would fear the repercussions that thing will come with and stuff.
Yeah. So I think it's okay. I don't want to talk more about plastics because it's a very complex topic, man. I saw the other day you were asking me something about what happens when someone dies in space.
Damn, man. You see, after the recent events that happened with those two
astronauts.
Yeah, they went to space, they were stuck over there.
For almost a year, man.
So me, I was just asking myself, you guy, what happens? Sasa mtu akidedia huko. Like, is the mission aborted? Does the guy come back? Am I they throw the body in space? Does it? I don't know, man.
I think they respect human beings a bit, okay, not too much, but a lot, enough for it to be. I think they might ferry those bodies back.
Or let's say they have a mission. You leave Earth going for a 3-month mission or whatever it is. You go after 2 days living in space, 5 days, 1 week, you go and die over there. what happens? Is the mission aborted?
Kind of. There's no one else to do the mission.
No, like you're a group of guys.
Or let's say something like what Elon Musk is saying, going to Mars. So you die en route because going to Mars is around 3 months.
Okay.
Yes.
No. Let's say you've reached your destination. In the outer space. You've already started working on it. I don't know how that things works. So
let's say it's somewhere like an like IIS, International Space Station, that is revolving around the orbit of a planet, for example.
Whatever, yeah. But now what happens? You guys begin a mission. Your mission is 90 days. Things go bad for you on the 3rd or 4th day. I just want to know, like, what happens to your body. Is that mission aborted and you're a group of people?
No, I don't think the mission is aborted, number one, because some things are greater than one person. And the second thing is maybe they store your body in a certain place because you're utawaza. You won't see you in space.
It's pretty cold out there, man.
They just tether you outside. They just tie a kamba kwa mguu yako, you guy float tu konje unatumalizia space huko ndani. But I doubt whether they'll abort the mission.
So funny thing, I was reading into it, and that's why I tell the guys that, like, the reason we are two wise guys is we just don't come here blurting out information. These are things that we go do research on, and we are wise. So yeah,
straight up.
So I was reading into it, and what I found out is they don't abort the mission, but they preserve the body until you guys come back to Earth.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So for me, I was like, this guy is useless, man. Just dump him out there and move on with life.
No, but you remember when I told you about you dying? You remember when we went to Kapsabet and I told you about what would happen if utadedi hapa nje?
Yeah.
Ukaniambia your body won't be transported. You told me that.
So you see, it depends on the family, yeah. So for us, it depends. You can just be buried there and then. Or wait for your immediate family to come, or there are guys who ferry their bodies and things like that. So it all depends. It's just a mixture of what you would like, but preferable. It's just that you get buried right there and then, yeah.
Okay. But sasa, you see, in that particular aspect, there are some guys who really value that shit of seeing the body and whatnot. Yeah, that's why, and even having the burial and shit, because unajua in our culture, okay, mimi huko kwetu venye nasikianga, if you don't have a body and they presume you dead, they just zika mgomba, you guy.
So for the guys, tell them what mgomba is.
Mgomba is ndizi, you guy, the stalk of a banana. Unaona the whole key plant hivi.
So it's a stalk of a banana tree.
Stem hivi.
Stem of a banana tree. Interesting. So that's what they assume you are?
No, they just feel like they need to pay their respects. And if they don't pay that respect, utajipata, you will not go, utaenda to the other place vizuri.
So
some shit like that.
But we just apologize to the viewers because of the noise that's there. That's more of the construction that's going on in the building.
Yeah, Ruto is looking for votes around here. I don't know whether you guys are going to give him.
Anyways, back to our topic. So you said banana tree?
Yeah, the mgomba, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. Is it okay, 2 questions here. Why not any other tree? Why a banana tree? And is it because you guys love bananas? That's why?
Fuck you.
Don't take me for it. I'm just come on. I'm just.
I think you remember that video you sent me. Mkizi, unafikiria tu mandisi.
Yeah, I think I wanted to call him out, but I said I might sound tribal and racist.
No, he's fucking racist, man.
He said it himself who he is. I think you can tell from the teeth and the shape of the head.
Okay, guys, my dad is a Kisii and my mom is a Mkale. So let me just put it out there very early.
There you go, boy. There you go.
So the thing called breathing is what I never do, you guys, because of that. But it is what it is. I'm the best of both worlds.
Come on, what a combination, you guys. What a combination,
hey, you guys. Don't play. Don't play with us, you guys. Yeah, so maybe it's cultural like that. Si unajua tu vitu kuna venye watu tu wanafanyanga vitu the way we see.
So I assume if it's some cuke, then you expect utazikwa na viazi or
Githeri, you guys. Oh no. They just boil some githeri, you guys, and put it in the coffee. Agunia, you guys. But I don't know. By the other tribes, guys, you can tell us if you know. So, other tribes the way you guys do.
So come on, as we mentioned in the first episode, we are full of banter and dark humor and humor as well. So we will not apologize for airing out whatever we say.
Yeah.
If you feel bad, then straight up to Kajitombe.
I'm sorry if our comments might be okay. I'm not sorry. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's how I really want to tone it down on the vulgarness by the guys. I wouldn't want my parents to watch this and hear me Nikki beach to up with vulgar language.
So I think we've discussed that topic of space.
Of space. But I wanted to ask you before we go to the next one, how many people have died in space?
I don't know.
I think that's just something we might need to search. I don't think it's a lot. So I don't think there are many people. So there might protocols za kufanya hiyo kitu might not be that straightforward. But unajua the way I was sure about me, they respect the human body. They respect human beings. So they'll have to find a way to tow you and bring you back to your family. But I honestly feel like
it's a waste.
It's a waste of fucking resources, man.
So what should they do? They should go get some KFC and McDonald's, put them in a coffin.
Yeah. No, but hey, fuck that shit. They should you see the guys in space. They should wakupeleke. Unajua when your body ikienda outer space, what happens ni una freeze drastically.
All right.
So you can easily become dust. So wakuweke tu huko nje, alafu wakulete ndani wakubonde wakubebe kwa chupa, you guy. It's much more economical, but space is brutal, you guy. With the radiation and the radiation and the cold, it's brutal. You freeze instantly. It's bad, you guy. Until it's possible for you to be broken into chunks. So I think that's what they should.
I'm okay on Earth. Come on. Elon is saying we go to Mars, but I'd recommend that he travels first.
Would you take the other guy for Amazon has a blue ocean, I'm a blue what? The other company like
SpaceX.
Like SpaceX. You know he has space tourism kind of. He's trying to do that space tourism kind of shit. Would you go to that shit?
With me, I fancy. But at the same time, even when let's say we visit the beach or something, like one of those boat cruise, dog cruise or something, I normally tend to have some sort of, I can't say fear, but there's just some sort of like, I don't think I'm comfortable with doing what is happening right now. Because for instance, just imagine that you're just a few guys on a boat and heck, something happens when you're there. Like, come on,
you guy.
Who will you call to?
No, but kufa kwaje, you guy.
I know you guys.
And you know when you say Damumoto with that bike shit, and then you're afraid of a little water or a little space.
Trust me. I'm not that afraid on the bike as opposed to
I remember I would want us to do this experience one time in Uko Rongai pale. It's called Masai Lodge, the resort hapo. There's a place hapo kuna vile bridge zimetengenezwa na machain zinashiki. I used to think I have big balls, you guys. Do you know we went a group of like 10 people when we were on campus. everyone passed apart from me, you guy.
Damn.
I was chicken, you guy. The chiles kulikuwa kwanza na mamanzi wanapita tu na psych.
I've noticed that shit with you. There are some things that you really chicken out on.
Fuck you.
But
like what? Like what? Tell me. Like what? Like what?
Let's not get into it. I think that's not a topic of discussion.
Let's off camera. I want to know. Nimekatch you guy. Nimekatch. But no, I think so highly of myself sometimes. But the fear can be real. Do you think you can pass that bridge? Na ina shake if you.
No, that's, you see.
And then it is a canyon. It's like a dried riverbed.
So you see, the thing with me is I can sit with lions, but something like that, I would rather avoid. Because you see, these things are made of, humans made them, right?
Yes.
You see, for us, like, we normally say that God is perfect in whatever he does. But
human beings on the other hand.
You guy,
on the other hand.
That Njoroge has tied that rope over there. Or that Kinyanji. Oh, I'm sorry for mentioning cute names.
Fuck it. It's you guys who did it. Get the fuck out of here.
So, because funny thing is, it's called Masai Lodge. But you might find the guys who are running it are cute. There's nothing to
do. Mboro there, you guy.
There's nothing to do.
Simon Mboro, manager. Hotel manager, you guys. What do you mean?
So, yeah, it was like, which other, was that a restaurant that we were visiting? And we asked them that if it's halal, and the guys like, everything is halal here.
But
they checked the menu, they saw
pork, you guys. I saw that, and then it never hit me. It was until useme ndo ikanihit. Hey, enyewe they spoke. How can it be halal?
Exactly, man. These guys just like
it's just some kamau they are running and saying yes, shaking his head because yes, we are halal. But we chocha, you guys.
Crazy shit, man.
We chocha. And then I saw, okay, to move on from that topic, I saw you saw the guy who was hanging from the helicopter.
So what's the backstory behind it?
Apparently, the guy.
Do you know the backstory?
Not vizuri. I just know it. Do you know it? Tell me.
Yeah. So what happened is there is a very famous. I think it's a Luo or Luya.
Sijui ni Jalas.
No. Is this a famous singer? Prince, I don't know what's his name.
The guy, Mids was showing me about him the other day.
So he had a very luxurious wedding, and then in that wedding he invited some very high-profile celebrities.
Yes.
Among those guys was this Obina guy, right? So this dude, apparently what happens is this Obina guy was like taking off in his chopper.
That guy has a chopper?
Not his, obviously.
But you see, let's pause there. I normally respect his grind. I really do. So if you have a chopper, Obina, you can take us on a ride one time.
Well, you know what we say, yeah? In Kenya, nothing is free. You'll be taken for a ride, and then what will they tell you?
Unafikiria kuna kitu ya bure hapa? Hebu shukisha hiyo toja mzee na ulipe. Okay, Obina, I don't want it anymore. If those are the terms that are coming in, I don't want it. Wache tu ikae. I think I'm good with the matatu lifestyle that I'm leading.
So, first, when I watched that video, the guy goes to the chopper. I don't know what he's asking Obina for. Then the security, because those things are quite powerful, right?
The choppers,
the rotors are quite powerful. The security guys come and take him off. They're like, bana, wait, push him away.
Get.
And then when the thing is taking off, that guy just hangs on to those things, man. God
for dear life.
If you remember some time back, there was
I remember the one for Raila. That guy hanged on that thing for close to 10 to 15 minutes. They didn't realize.
So this guy, apparently, he hung on to the chopper, and that guy seemed so comfortable.
Labda samaki ndo siri, you
You
guy.
guy, this thing is like mad.
This Jaluos, you guys, be our say rada
don't
yao,
know.
you guy.
Then they went and
Dudes
dropped him
of
off in
Nari.
someone's land, you guy.
And continue
the
their
trip.
way to Nairobi.
So what I was like, hey, this guy, this dude, man, the dude of Nari, you
Dude
guy.
of Nari. What do you mean hanging on a chopper, you guy? The way, Kwanza, have you ever gone on top of KCC and looked down?
Come on, man. You are talking about KCC on the 10th floor. I'm like, shitting my pants, you guy. What are you
This
saying,
is
man?
death. I have imagined myself. I think I would die even before. I have imagined myself being on 10th floor and falling down. I think I'll die.
Before even hitting the ground.
I'll shit my pants. I'll piss my pants before hitting the ground, you guy.
So apparently, some jokes that are being thrown around. Number one, in Kenya, when you do something stupid or when something happens, you just instantly become a content creator.
Celeb, you guy.
A celebrity.
Unajipata Dubai ka Goliath, you guy.
Githeri money.
Unajipata na Eld of the Burning Spear, you guy. State commendation.
Come on, man.
In Kenya, you
so
guy.
So no, this guy was like, what I was hearing apparently is there was a discussion going on with his friends. I was like, you guys, you know, today I'll be a millionaire.
So it was a stunt.
And then it's like, hey, you guys, me I'll just reach Nairobi in like 30-40 minutes. I just want to get there. And if Obina gave him a chance, he would have said, Obina, when you get to Langata.
Just hover around Langata for me to jump.
Just put me over there. You know, Kibich is just right around.
And my relatives are there, you guys.
What do you know?
But guys, this is not being racially profiling niggas, but Kibera imejawa Jaluo, guys. Tuseme tu ukweli.
Okay.
Ukweli usemwe.
Mawe ni huyu jamaa na gongo nayo.
Tutaenda tumgonge pia sisi. I know where he lives, guys.
Right, so
I think that is very, I don't even know. Mi sijui hata naweza sema nini juu. That's so crazy. How can you hang on a fucking joke?
It's crazy, man.
Straight up. Let's move on to the next one.
But that's Kenya for you. That's Kenya for you. Guys, you'll just look for anything. And apparently he's already a content creator now.
Oh, I remembered what I wanted to say. Do you know hapo, unakamio na makarao unafungwa immediately?
Like why?
Charges ni committing suicide.
Shit. In Kenya,
yes.
You're arrested for committing suicide?
Yes.
Really?
Committing suicide is illegal. Your life belongs to the government.
Come on. You don't own your life?
How?
Come on, man.
How, you guy? Like the guy ule wa Raila. Alisomewa mashtaka. Hata unapata sahi ya kokodianga, you guy.
Really?
Masaa za kulala zimekaribia.
1 meal a day.
1 meal a day. Cairo vibes, you guy.
Talking about Cairo, man. It's been 2 weeks. He's not out yet. What's happening?
The only thing naone huruma hapo ni asshole yake, you guy. Because you best believe a nigga is hitting that shit.
But what's happening with Cairo? You know the bond was brought down to 500 G's?
But he doesn't have money.
No, come on. He raised that money in January.
In January he still had. He
bailed himself out, right?
Yeah.
And then he did that collection thingy where he went to Dubai. So he has money. You can't tell me he doesn't have money.
I feel too easy on the clout, you guy. I don't.
So why do you think he's not out yet?
He doesn't have money.
Really?
Yes.
2 weeks later.
Okay. We talked about this. Why do you think Waitito is in?
Waitito is a cute after all. He stole how many millions?
I think it was 150. And he was told to pay 50 million.
He can't do that.
Pesa yangu hapana.
Wacha ingia ndani bana.
So that guy, I don't think he has money. I don't think he has allies. And I think the way he was saying, there's someone who's actually who alitendea Ibrania. Now he's anatendewa. But there's someone who he messed around with, and that guy is frustrating him. A buyer.
Right. So Shout out to Mwaf Ikonini. I heard this from him. Right? A very, I think these guys, the Ikonini group,
we really look up to them.
Yeah, they've been really inspired us from day one.
From day one, to Kijuana from that time.
So I heard what Morph was explaining, right? And he was explaining, okay, let me ask you, what's the difference between bail and bond?
I'm not sure.
So for me, for the public, we think bail and bond is the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So in January, this guy got bail. Bail is when you can bail yourself out.
Yes.
Bond is when you can raise that money, but someone has to come and put some security on your name.
So be
it a land, a title deed, a logbook. So these guys will do the search and everything correct, get the right valuation, and then have that document in there, and the courts will have that document in their possession. And if you miss
a court session or some shit like that,
the guy who put the security is the one taken in.
God damn.
So
ukienda jela usiniite mzee, tafadhali.
So what happened?
Pambana na hali.
Cairo has a bond of 500 Gs. But now they need to put something. He has that money, right? But he can't bond himself out. Why? He needs someone to put down a logbook or a title deed that belongs to them
on their behalf, on
his behalf, and claim that if Cairo is doesn't attend a court session, he will be taken up. And at this point, I don't think anyone is up to do that for Cairo.
I agree. Kidogo. I'm not going Cairo, don't ask me. I have that, my father's shamba pale Kisi, don't ask me. I'm not coming to bail you out. Hey, because who can trust him?
At this point?
No one.
And you know what's funny?
No one.
I just watched a video the other day. Apparently his Kiambu Road Kayad already has a new tenant.
Mapema ndo best, you guy. Mapema, that was prime land he had. Kwanza hiyo Kiambu Road.
It wasn't his.
No, anasema yani he was renting that place. It's like when you know that Naivas Apo ST. If Naivas moves.
Damn.
That is, even Carrefour will come and open there.
Damn.
After this shitty small supermarket.
But that place is too ghetto, man. That place is too ghetto, man.
Okay.
You know,
is it the supermarket? Is it the building? Is it the...
It's this area, bro. Come on. You guys are light there, man.
Stage, you
guys are light there.
Yeah, it's because of the stage.
Right.
Now there was a Wandudi when you were
guy. You remember when you extorted for just collecting your earbud that went under the...
Yeah.
Tell the guys about it, man.
So I was crossing the barabara, alafu this matatu guy alikuwa anataka kutoka, akatoka na akanifinya, my earbud ikaanguka. Ikaanguka chini ya gari. God damn. It was the casing, alafu ikafunguka na zikaanguka huko chini. The number of guys that walikuja wakaanza kunisurround. Nilianza kuangalia tu hivi. Wakaanza zile za boss, unatafuta nini? The number of guys that came there walikuwa wengi na wote ni hard looking niggas, you guys. Ni wale wase wacha tu. But what happened is one guy aliingia chini. Hata I didn't even see how aliingia chini ya gari. It was one of them was under the car. Aliingia chini ya gari akaichukua na akakuja kuni-extort, you guy. Kuniambia ati, hey bro, unaona tumekusaidia. Tujenge leta ruabe. Leta ruabe.
So actually what happened is his earbud fell under the matatu. And suddenly someone just picked it up for him. Like it was under matatu.
I didn't even see it.
This guy had to go there and pick the earbud. He picked the earbud and came to this dude and he's like, you know what? You have to give me something for taking this thing for you.
Sana.
So I'm like, come on, dude. it's not that you went and okay, can we say you worked for it? Not really. I'd give him that props. But you are coming and extorting this dude for like 200 bob. Like that's like close to $2.
God damn.
Why? Just because of picking up and about and it belongs to him. Come on.
Alafu watu wanaenda mjengo the whole day.
And that's what they earn?
From 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and they earn 500 shillings.
Sure.
Na huyo ni mtu ameinua bag za cement karibu 50.
So this dude was like, let me just give him 150. I'm like, nah.
I think
the best you can do is 100 bob for this guy.
The thing about me, I'm easily extorted, man.
You see, that's
naoneanga hawa si huruma. Alafu, but I still, like, you remember the tax issue that we had, and I told this guy, ni sawa tu.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to be, nataka.
That's a sign of a lot of money, eh?
Nataka, I want to be, hata tunakosananga na mama juu hiyo kitu. Na I want to be the kind of guy that money no object. You remember what I was telling you?
Yeah, but you guys, come on, you live in poverty. How do you expect money no object?
Fucking mouth, man. But no, Mungu unanisikia, man. Siku moja nitakuwa na mado, it doesn't matter. But hata wewe naonanga unakuanga na hiyo vibe ya pewa.
Yeah, you see, like for me, I really like tipping waiters, watchmen, things like that. But you come and extort me for picking up my earbud, I'll knock you out, man.
We ended up giving him like 70.
100 bob, man. 100
That's still a lot, man. That's still a lot. We've done businesses where the profit is near. We've done such businesses. But Nisawa too, I want us to move on to the next topic.
Yeah.
Diodes. Apparently there's this farm pale US that has returned diodes from extinction. You know diodes?
Not really.
For for people like Abdul who are not learned, diodes are those bigger souls that are in Game of Thrones. The ones in Akakandama.
Exactly. You see, now he's talking about Game of Thrones. I'm not someone who will sit in front of a screen and watch a movie. Come on, that's not me.
Okay. Sawa basi. Yeah,
then you blame me for not knowing diodes. Come on.
It's lack of education that is causing. But let's just agree to disagree.
Can we discuss who studied in a better school?
So moving on swiftly. Apparently those guys at you bring it back from extinction.
Sure.
What do you think about that, you guys?
They were extinct? Did they really exist back?
Yeah, they did. It's like woolly mammoths. You know, they were there, but their ancestors, the elephants, locally remain.
So, I think in this day and age, for me, if there's something that I really want to be brought back from extinction, is it?
Extinction.
It's going to be dinosaurs.
You want the Jurassic Park kind of shit.
You see, we are really told about these things like dinosaurs, fossils, and all that stuff. But people say they are proved, they can prove dinosaurs and shit like that. I don't care about mammoths and direwolves or stuff like that. Okay. Go, just bring back. And if I ask, how do they bring them back?
See, DNA editing. So what happens is they find a fossil, extract the DNA, find, with DNA, it normally inakuanga like a strand hivi, so you need to give it wanaita a culture to grow. So ni kama mavitu kaa nyama. They've even been able to grow nyama in the lab, beef.
Really?
So wanaipatia tu something yenye itaisaidia kugrow. I mean, base. Sijui nitaita aje. Because ukimix juice na maji to give it an interface to whatever. I don't know.
So I'm digressing a bit, but you just said beef. So that means vegetarians will be able to eat that beef?
Yes, because with vegans, our same shit. All of you. Sorry. I say that stop cussing, but you can go to hell, vegans and vegetarians. So I think those vegetarians and vegans who think that killing animals is bad are the ones that are going to enjoy. Kuna watu wengine too are just weird people who don't like the taste of meat.
That's a topic for another day.
And I also want, siku moja tutaongea about this, I want you to tell me, is lab-grown meat halal? Yeah, watch it. Tuna digress. Let's go back to direwolves and extinction. So you say you were talking about dinosaurs. I get, but why? Why is dinosaurs important for you?
Tell me, in this day and age, we have so many things to do. Why will you bring back direwolves?
Just because you can.
Exactly. Same reason why you'd bring back
dinosaurs. You see, what I would want what I would want iletwe back ni mammoths. I was listening to a YouTube short. It was a documentary kind of vibe. So if they bring back mammoths, there are some guys who are trying to bring back mammoths. You know what mammoths used to do? They used to wanna maintain ecosystem.
Yeah.
So it would maintain the ecosystem. Yeah. Unajua mammoths zilikuwa zinaishi ice age. The icy Iceland areas.
So I remember I was reading on that also.
Sema.
Yeah, they just used to maintain.
Yeah. So I think I would like to see them. You know, mammoths were like 2 or 3 times. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but they were like 2 or 3 times the size of an elephant.
God damn.
Big ass things, man.
Shit.
And you imagine the people with the money used to hunt those things. They hunted them to extinction.
Yeah, man. There was a game I was playing. I can't remember, but that was the mission actually.
And then you compare yourself with those niggas. Hard ass niggas, man.
Here we are busy on TikTok dancing. I identify as a book, as a doorknob, and as a telephone. Welcome to 2025.
Do you think that okay, that's what do you think about how men are nowadays compared to the way they used to?
Let's have a whole conversation on
that. Yeah. Because we talk about,
that's like a 6-hour topic. 6 hours wouldn't be enough. Also.
Yeah, I'm even getting mad just thinking about it. I think I'm getting mad, but I think that's what I had today.
All right.
Yeah, for us to talk about.
So I have something crucial for the guys. You see, I'm repping the Real Madrid shirt. We have a match against Arsenal tonight.
Arsenal.
Qualifying for semis, right?
Yeah, semis.
What do you think of that?
I think you guys, I want you guys to win, but you know, I'm not really following football that much because life is hard for us. I'm taking a break.
Yeah. His team is continuously giving him depression, which is, I don't think I'm supposed to, it's even, it's Man United, yeah.
Team kubwa.
Look at this loser.
Team. That's the way you're talking. You'll be fucked today.
No, you see, no, why is speaking from?
No, but anyway, all I can say about that, it's any man's game because I feel like you guys will be really strong at home.
You believe that we can pull off a miracle?
Yeah.
Like
I believe you
4-0?
can. 4 goals, yeah.
Without?
Or 5-1. It has to be. I feel like it will reach a point whereby you might go to penalties or some shit like that.
Really?
You what do you think?
Okay, Real Madrid has... Real is just like, for us, Madridistas, what we say is 1% faith and 99% hope.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
I have faith in my team. For me, it's a 50-50.
Straight up.
It's a 50-50.
Straight up. And I agree. Wacha tutaona. We can place
Barcelona has qualified. PSG has qualified.
So it might be an El Clasico.
Who knows?
On semi-finals. Let's see. So that move. Fanyu ile kitu na baka. Yani you're just saving yourself. You're
You
just
guy-
saving yourself so that
Come on.
bakai iwafanyie ile kitu.
Come on, man. Why-
And you'll be having subsequent games with them.
Yeah, we
Na
have like
mtashindwa
3.
zote you guys.
Who were you playing against on Saturday, Sunday? Previous last week?
No, I think we have a Europa game tomorrow. I believe, I know we are going to win Europa. I'm very confident about that, and we'll meet each other in Champions League next season. Although I'm not sure whether we'll still be in EPL, tutakuwa championship.
The only thing that these guys will win is people's hearts, man.
Oh. That's cold, bro.
We'll revisit.
We'll revisit. Watch this face, guys. Watch this face. But I think that's what do you think? You have anything else to tell, guys?
Just an honorable mention to a few. We started off this journey. It's our second episode. So far, so good. I'd just like to give a shout out to a few guys who have inspired us along this journey, or rather, who have inspired us to start off this journey.
Yes.
Number one is poverty.
Big up poverty. Thank you for making us get here, man. Hey, poverty, you are. I had forgotten about poverty. So number two.
Number two is the crew at Ikonini.
Bas.
Mwaf.
Ian, the legend himself. Zach. Himothy.
And
the best. We save the best, the last for the best.
The
whatever,
best for
man.
the last.
The best for the last. Rapture, cheesy, you guys.
So those guys have really inspired us. Then the other guys are Rapture. He has his own podcast on the side called Cheesy Podcast. Check it out, man. Ikonini, check it out on YouTube, Facebook, all over. The other guys is Kisiangani Podcast.
The Komongering
Mr.
guy.
Komonga himself, Emmanuel Kisiangani.
And the other guy with the titties, you guys.
Bashir Halaiki.
Himself.
And the albino guy.
Which one?
George Waweri.
The sweaty dude.
Yeah. There's that. And then the other guys are Andrew Kibe.
Kife
himself. That dude, people say that he bought his S550 from washing diabs, you guys.
White people.
But his work ethic.
If there's something I really respect you guys, it's the work ethic.
Yeah.
That shit really inspires me because I know how much grind I put into my shit, and even now I see how much grind you put into your shit. So when I see other people doing the same shit, I love that shit.
Nice shit. I think I've been watching AO2 lately.
Every other time with Eric.
Yeah, and then there's the Coffee Pump podcast also. The white guy from Coffee Pump, Sajid himself. Yeah, growing really fast though. Blowing up, man.
Yeah, we saw him when he was starting, you guys. We didn't believe it. But
that dude is blowing up. Our day will come.
Let him prosper.
Our day will come, right?
I hope we reach even where he is, because even that is a milestone.
He's like at 10 G's right now.
Yeah. 10%. Oh God, that's a lot.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot. As with the way YouTube Kwanza is doing us that. Guys, then we had like 17 subscribers, and we checked the other day YouTube, and I know niggas didn't unsubscribe. We are not going to say how we know, but we know. We know. But anyway, we are going to get there.
Yeah.
We're going to get there.
So I think we might push another episode later this week. Right?
Yeah.
It's a long weekend. So let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. So I think for this episode, it's a wrap. Anything you want to add?
No. Thank you guys for watching. I hope mmebambika, kaujabambika. Sataduiza. So unataka tufanye. Yeah.
Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell,
Tell a friend
to tell a friend. Until next time,
cheers.
it's the Two Wise
Guys
podcast.
Bye.
We'll see ya. Adios.